just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
At the 29-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. 7 yards there and a first down.
Complete to Tyler.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Williams on the carry.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35.
Off the draw, here's Williams. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Made at the 36-yard line.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. It's complete to Williams. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Slant pass to Boyd. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Number 83.
Tyler Boyd. 65 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Randy Bullock.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch.
Mahomes pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
With the handoff to Damian.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first, here's Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
10 more yards.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Finley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Bernard, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Finley working out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And some space. Now Finley lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not assigned. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And 7.
From just shy of midfield, Finley. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Henning.
8-yard line.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
That's good.
They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
28-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. His throw incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he finds Seals-Jones complete. And all the way up to the 46. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Washington. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
8 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Finley to throw it. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Oh, and that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating in the red zone now, Finley. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Auden Tate there to make the grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Randy Bullock.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Henning toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Net open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down. Henning, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Finley going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Finley, final play of the half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. Well, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The tackle made.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now this one complete on the slant route. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Garrick Dieter, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Finley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Byron Pringle, 53 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
First and 10. At their own 30.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 39, Finley. He's looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. From the 36, Henny, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Washington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Taco Charlton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten. Right?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Dolgala. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mike Pennell able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Dolgala. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Damian Willis there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Hardman.
Henny's pass.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down. Now Anderson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Dolgala. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Complete to his tight end Sample. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Able to find Higgins. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Yeah, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Williams. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
He was
only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis,